Gold prices are very high right now. You don't need to follow markets closely to notice it. You hear it in the news, you hear it at home, and you hear people saying that gold is become more expensive. So the obvious question is, why is this happening? Is it just hype or is there a real reason behind it? So first thing is to understand is this. Gold hasn't changed that much. It doesn't run companies or create products and it doesn't grow faster every year. So when gold becomes expensive, it's not usually that gold becomes better. It's because the situation around money changed. If you look at the last few years, it becomes clearer. In 2020, during COVID, governments around the world printed a lot of money to keep economies running. Gold prices moved up because uncertainty was high. Then in 2022, the Russia-Ukraine war started.
Breaking news right now, Russia has attacked Ukraine, marking the start of a new war in Eastern Europe.
Energy prices rose, inflation increased, and global tensions became serious again. Gold stayed strong because people didn't feel confident about stability. In 2023 and 2024, interest rates went up sharply, but debt also stayed very high. At the same time, conflicts in the Middle East, trade tensions, and geopolitical uncertainty didn't go away. And in recent months, gold has seen another strong move, not because of one single event, but because all these issues are still present in the background. Across the world, many governments are carrying very high levels of debt. The United States has large government debt. Many European countries are borrowing heavily while growth remains slow. Japan has been managing very high debt for many years. Even developing countries are borrowing more than before to keep their economies running. Debt by itself is not immediately dangerous. The problem starts when a debt stays for a long time and governments don't have easy ways to manage it. They can't keep raising interest rates forever and they can't suddenly cut spending without causing problems. So over the time, money loses some of its strength. You don't notice this in a single year. You notice it over many years. This is where gold comes in. Every currency works because people trust it. They trust that their savings will hold value and that the system won't change for suddenly. When that trust feels weaker, countries and institutions prefer to keep something that doesn't depend on policy decisions or interest rates. Gold fits that role. You can print gold, and its supply can be changed overnight. And it doesn't depend on someone promised to pay it back. That's why gold is used as a reserve asset. Even governments do this. The institutions that manage money, called central banks, have been buying gold. Central banks control currency and interest rates. Whenever they choose to hold gold, it shows that they are being careful about future. Gold prices often react to this before normal people notice it. In India, gold feels even more expensive. That because India imports most of its gold. So gold prices here depend on global gold prices and the value of the rupee. When the rupee weakens even slightly, gold becomes more expensive in India. That's why gold prices here often feel shocking. Gold is also misunderstood by many people. Gold is not meant to reach quickly and it is not meant to beat stocks. For most Indian families, gold was about safety. People bought gold so that if something went wrong, like job loss, medical issues, or business problems, they had something reliable. That idea still makes sense today. Gold is not about profit, it's all about the protection that gold gives. So when gold rises strongly, it usually reacting to long-term uncertainty, not daily news. That's why gold doesn't move smoothly. It moves in phases. And the most common questions. Will gold prices go down from here? Yes, obviously they can. Gold goes up and down, and sometimes it stays flat for long periods. That's completely normal. So, should you buy gold now? That entirely depends on your situation. If all your money depends on your job, your business, and the economy doing well, having some gold is not a bad idea. But buying gold just because of the prices are rising is usually a mistake. Gold works best when you buy it calmly, not out of fear. Gold is not saying the world is ending, simply shows that people are being more careful. And gold hasn't changed that much. The world around it changed. So that's for all today. If you like simple and honest explanation about money and how things work, this is Zeno. So until see you next time.